You have a sheet for them to sign in. And it looks like
Somebody will sign it.
they're signing in the back.
Yeah. Let's take a comment. They're all-
Well, later to me.
Yeah.
You know, I work here originally. I learned that they are. You guys know. I had it. Yeah. I had it. Call meeting to order. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ruling Douglas,
Present.
Page,
Present.
Valley, present, Peters,
Here.
Wolfersberger,
Here.
Cummings, here, Rapp,
Here.
All right, we're going to open the meeting up with public comment. Tiffany, would you mind reading the rules for public comment?
Can you give that to her? It is at the bottom of the paragraph.
Paragraph is
Under the Illinois Open Meetings Act. Members of the public.
usually had it on the sign-in sheet. Yeah.
Members of the public during public comment can discuss any topic that they choose to address, but the board will be restricted to only commenting on agenda items should it choose to comment. All members of the public may speak during the public comment portion of the meeting. It shall be limited to comments of no longer than 5 minutes per person.
So if you have public comment, then you need to state your name and your address. And you can stand up in place, preferably if you want to stand up in front here and speak your comment. We'll have the clock up here, so watch your time so that you go past, won't be past your 5 minutes per comment. So whoever wants to be first, go right ahead.
Tyler Marsh, I think everybody knows me. I've been here before. I'm just here on behalf of the village employees. I just, that's who we see every day. Those are the people that are out there, those are the doers, so the people that are getting it done, whether they're given the task or it's just their daily task. So I just want the village employees to know in general that they're supported by the community and that we appreciate what they do, especially somebody who lives in the village. So whether it's from, storms that happen, they're out there picking up brush, whatever it is. So we appreciate that. And on that note, I just hope that anytime there is any action taken towards one, that it's fair and just and that everything is on point and up to snuff.
Right. Anyone else?
Larry Witter, I'd just like to concur with them on that, and I really appreciate our employees. I hope it all comes out where it all comes out on the fair deal.
Thank you. Next,
I'm Cheryl Peters. My husband, Mike Peters, is on the employee list. I hope me being here does not affect him in any way. We are supporting what is ever happening today. We are 100% behind all the employees, and we do want it to be a just and fair with everything that's being done. All the records of all your employees need to be looked at, not just one.
next. Any other comments?
All right, I'll do one. My name's Ryan Barnes, live at 512 Sherwood Drive. Family and I moved here in 92. My wife and I got a family. We lived in Ogden for 10 years and got an opportunity to move back. One thing I want to say is I'm in the business of managing people. 24 salespeople, 9 sales managers, and 9 advisors. There's been a lot of things said to me that weren't very pleasant. But at the same time, trying to replace those people are hard to come by. I just think we all need to make a very, very wise decision here to be able to help make the right decision, right or wrong. But there's a lot of value with these people in this village and a lot of time spent. That's all I gotta say.
Next,
Hi, I'm Brenda Jones, and I have rental property in St. Joe, and I've lived here 35 years. And whenever I have a problem, and I think last year, I had a problem right next door to where Luke lives, that house there. And him and a couple other guys came and helped. We couldn't figure out how to shut the water off, and they were so helpful. They come immediately, and it's invaluable. I mean, he's just, I don't know what's going on, but boy, you got a water that's gushing around. You want people like Luke there to help you out, and he's kind and nice. And so I just hope you keep him, because, people like me need him.
Rob Trotter, live at 101 West Douglas. Speaking on behalf of my wife too. He owns the winery here in town, the production facility here in town. As the forward-facing person in the village, I think Luke is the one that most people in this village would call on first for anything. Luke always addresses everything from a, yeah, we'll get it done attitude, where maybe some of the other guys are more like, I don't know if we can do that, we'll find out. Luke always figures out a way to get it I have a little bit of background from some people on what's going on with this. I work for the federal government right now. I have 25 years of federal service, including military time. A scorched earth approach to a first-time offense for insubordination just doesn't seem to be the way to handle things in a civil society. You know, maybe a verbal warning, something like that. I understand maybe there might be some previous things that we don't all know about, but according to a lot of people that I've talked to, Luke has a perfect record when it comes to this village. And I don't see why an accidental insubordination would be a scorched earth approach on a first offense. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you. Anything else?
I'll say something. I don't know if he does. Like a grenade or make a scene, but, along with Brian, I manage a lot of people and a lot of hardworking people. And I don't know what's been done. Don't really care. Don't know what's been said. I know there's rumors going around and I just feel like they're trying to railroad somebody out for personal reasons, and I'm no good without my workers. Just like Ryan said, I just feel like the fact that we have to be here for what I'm thinking is more of a political stunt than, you know, what's really right. I just think it's kind of sad. I hope that the decision's not made just because someone's feelings were hurt or something was said about somebody or something. And yeah, so I hope to come away from this and make the right decision. You know, all the city workers think they do a good job. So I'd hate to see one of them go over a small infraction. So that's my 2 cents worth.
With that.
Brandon Williams, 403 Birch Court.
Next.
Dan Davis, 1503 Holden Court. I had the privilege of serving on this board for some time. I want to share something with you for case point of thought and consideration. During the time I served here, everything went pretty well. Towards the end of my term and didn't even see my first year of my second term through. During the latter part of my first term and at the beginning of my second term, we had an incident come through here and it was an 80-year storm. I think everybody's gonna remember that day.
Yeah.
During that storm, I was called a number of times because the village administrator was not there on Friday, gone for the weekend. Who picked up the ball? and
Dan,
ran
that's,
with it?
that's not on the agenda to be talking about a particular employee. We're
Okay.
talking about an overall employee.
I appreciate that. Let me just say this. Luke's a damn good worker. He picked up the ball and ran with it. He was trained for that situation. And he got different municipalities here to clean up St. Joe.
Good job, too. Yeah.
Did a great job of it.
Next.
I might as well put my 2 cents in. Rod Maddock, St. Joe. I've worked with Luke. I'm the retired road commissioner from St. Joe. And I've worked with Luke for a lot of years. He's a good worker and it's hard to find good workers.
Next.
Yeah, Brian Buss, I'm the president road commissioner for St. Joseph Township. I'm here for support for Luke too. We work together, township and the village, And I can always depend on Luke, I can depend on Mike. Give them a call, they call me, they need something, I call them. Again, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it hadn't been for Luke and Todd, you'd also be picking up sticks. Flat out. He knew who to contact, he knew the paperwork to fill out, and he knew how to get it done. And I appreciate that. Cause that left me and my guys to actually do the work.
Next.
I'll say something, Jeff Schlee, 403 Paul Ford. I just want to say, look at how many people are here supporting this young man. Maybe he made a little mistake. I think if it was an ongoing thing that happened every day, maybe there'd be a problem, but I don't think that's the case. If it was the other way around and one of you had made a mistake, how many people would be here to support you? This is great. I mean, this shows you what we're dealing with here. He's a good dude. And I'd hate to see something go the wrong way on this. That's all I got to say.
Any other comments? If,
Sorry, Lee Janish, 103 East Douglas. I am here in behalf of Luke, supporting him, known him for a long time. Great, great man. Everybody is imperfect. We do make mistakes. I just implore each and every one of you to look at all of the facts, look at everything, look at his work history, how he is, and compared to other employees, how things have been handled, and making sure that you guys do make the best decision that can be made, and not just because somebody's feelings were hurt, or it's not something that has happened one time or two times. You know, he is a good man. He is a good employee. As you can see, he's loved in this community. And I just implore you that you make that right decision.
anyone else? Going once. Going twice.
I'll say
Yes.
something.
Okay.
Yeah. We all watch CNN, we all watch Fox, and we all watch something. And there's a lot of political stunts, but I'm pretty sure at the small town level, I don't think there's political stunts. That's all.
Right. Once. Twice. Last chance. If there's no other public comment, I'm gonna turn it over to our attorney, Mark. I thank you for being here. I thank you for your comments. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to attend. But I will turn it over to Mark. We don't always have a lot of special meetings and everything, so I'm gonna turn it over to him to explain what the procedures are from here then.
Well, and all we're doing is having a special meeting, all you're allowed to talk about is what's on the agenda, which, the clerk already kind of read that part off of the agenda sheet. The agenda discloses that we're basically talking about employment matters, and those are confidential, and so you have, a duty not to talk about those things in public. Just because a name was bandied about in the public comment section doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're talking about, or that person is who you're talking about today. You're gonna have a motion to go into executive session because it's an exception. The Open Meetings Act allows you to talk about things and keep them confidential so that employment matters aren't out in the public. After you discuss whatever you want to discuss that complies with the act, and in a closed session, then you come out into open session. We put on the agenda that you could ask general questions from the village attorney. That's not having to do with this matter. That's just in case there was another question that had come up that you wanted to ask me, you could, and the public would be able to hear whatever that answer was, but I don't know that you really have anything like that on there, but that was just put on there just so you could ask me while you had me at a meeting. And then after that, you'll go ahead and adjourn your meeting. So that's kind of what we're doing this afternoon.
I make a motion, we enter into executive session for the limited purpose of discussing the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of one or more specific village employees pursuant to the 5 ILCS 120/2C1.
Second.
Page?
Yes.
Sally? Yes. Painter?
Yes.
Wolfberger?
Yes.
Cummings? Yes. Brett?
Yes.
Motion passes